Some rare good news coming out of the Trump administration. It appears that it's being reported that the Trump administration has been spearheading an effort to do something good, to decriminalize homosexuality worldwide. Well, now I read this and I was like, well, fantastic. That sounds great, but there is a little bit of a twisty twist, and we're going to get into that in a minute. Now, the program is being led by the U.S. ambassador to Germany, a man named Richard Grenell. Now, Richard Grenell is an openly gay person, and he is serving in the Trump administration, as I said, as U.S. ambassador to Germany. Now, the program that he is spearheading will focus on countries where homosexuality is illegal. Now, these are places such as in the Middle East, Africa, places like Nigeria, and the Caribbean. So I think this is actually great. Yes, let's try to push other countries to decriminalize homosexuality. Being gay is not a crime, right? Now, I want to give Trump a lot of credit, but it turns out that Trump had no idea this was even happening. I'm going to give you the details. When asked by the press about this administration's effort to decriminalize homosexuality, Trump, again, couldn't answer the question. He had no idea. Now, he was asked by a reporter in the Oval Office when he was meeting with Austrian Chancellor Sebastian Kurz. He was asked by a reporter, quote, "Mr. President, on your push to decriminalize homosexuality, are you doing that? And why?" So that's a good question, right? Are you pushing to decriminalize homosexuality? And Trump's response was, "Say it," as in, I guess, say it again. "Your push to decriminalize homosexuality around the world. I don't know which report you're talking about. We have many reports." We have many reports. Strong reports. What? Wait. Okay, he didn't actually say strong reports. That was me. He had no idea. No idea. So, look, he has no idea what's happening in his own administration. But then again, look, that shouldn't be a shock. He spends about 7 hours a day in executive time, basically watching Fox News and eating cheeseburgers. That's pretty much all he does. So, of course, he doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know policy. And I think the best part of the story, other than the policy, which, again, I think is great, is that here you have a member of the administration that's just like, you know what, I'm just going to do this on my own, not tell Donald Trump. And apparently, this is not the only story where this has happened. Apparently, a lot of people inside the administration, according to Bloomberg's Jonathan Bernstein, some of the policy proposals inside the White House are just basically being ignored. Quoting BuzzFeed, Bernstein says, although President Trump tweeted that he had ordered his administration to cut off disaster aid to wildfire victims in California, federal officials confirmed on Wednesday that they never received any such directive. Then, of course, there's the Space Force. Bowing to bipartisan concerns in Congress, President Trump retreated Tuesday from his plan to create the Space Force in the Pentagon, proposing instead to consolidate the military's space operations and personnel in the Air Force. So, two of the things that President Trump has been trying to do and that has made proclamations about are basically just getting ignored. I'm not going to do that. And this isn't the only time. Most people in the White House now think, look, if I tell him something, he's going to forget like 2 hours later. Or if he tells me to do something, he's going to forget, right? So I'm just not going to do it. And he's never going to get back to me about it. Because he has no, it's almost as if he's got a problem with object permanence. But in this case, ideas. Like, he'll tell you things and he'll just forget. And he'll get distracted. And he'll go and tweet about something else. Something insane. So, yeah, it's not a surprise that the White House operates like this. So I love it. They're just going out and doing whatever they want. It's as if we don't even have a leader, right? We don't even have a president. This is one of the most unintentionally funny things I've ever seen. Because of just how stupid and unaware he is. And how people around him are just deciding to do things on their own. They don't care. They don't care. We don't have a president. There's no leadership. The emperor has no clothes. Insanity. But that's what you get. Elect a clown, you get a circus. And that's what this administration is. Look, in a serious note, this cannot be good. We got to get this guy out of here. Now, look, I would love for them to do the 25th Amendment because I don't think he's mentally competent to serve as president of the United States. But aside from that, I guess the only other way is to beat him in an election. And for that, you actually need to have somebody who knows how to take on Donald Trump, who knows how to take on the Republicans. And for me, I think the choice is Bernie Sanders. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know how I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent, progressive media.